So in the previous lessons, we learned about how to make our character blink, how to make their iris move the eyebrows, and all of that, just some basic movements with the face. But in this lesson, we're going to take this a step further and add facial expressions for our character. So they can be angry, they can be upset, they can have maybe a poker face, and just any other expressions. And we're going to use the same techniques we used here, but just apply them differently to get different results. So because we'll be starting over, because we need to change the movements completely, we are going to go to File, New, and then make a new project. You can save this if you want. I saved mine. And then we're just going to bring in the characters again. Composition, retain layer sizes. All right, let's start with the easy one. With this guy, double click. And once again, we have all of our layers originally. You can also delete your previous project if you wish to not keep that, but I'm going to keep mine. All right. So because we're starting over, I'm going to start or just mainly focus on the eyebrows, the eyes, and the mouth, and a little bit of head movement. That way we can just save some time. Let's start from the top, which is the eyebrows. So what we want to do is to first move from the base. The base of our face is the head. So we want to go with the head, and like we said in the previous lesson, we need to attach the head to the neck by moving the anchor point down, like so. Then we can hit R on our keyboard. Let me just delete the Align tab. Hit R on our keyboard, turn on the stopwatch, and just make really simple movements, like maybe 4 degrees forward. And of course, we need to kind of attach everything before we make our second keyframe. Let's do that step by step. Go in the beginning, and we're going to attach just anything that's on the face. All of that. We also had, I believe, top hair, which is there. We just gotta get the pig whip, apply it to the head. So now it's gonna move together. We don't want them to be left behind. And I'm going to first make a normal face, like she's smiling, and then suddenly she gets angry. So 4 seconds in, I'm going to add 5 degrees. Do that. We also gotta forgot to put the back hair. Gotta put back hair, just anything that's on the head. Go to 4 seconds, put 5 degrees, and now everything is moving. And don't forget to easy ease those keyframes. And now the head is just slowly moving forward. We can make it faster by bringing the keyframes in. Only this one. Okay. Lay that back, and she's slowly moving her head forward, and maybe we can make her head retreat back to where it was, maybe like a few degrees to the other side, like -3 degrees. And she's just going to move forward and then move backward. And then at 4 seconds, we can make her come back to the original position. So 4 seconds, she's going to be smiling as she is. Then the next 4 seconds, she's going to get angry. So let's first do the smiling thing. We need to first work with the eyebrows. So now that we made the head, we can work with from the top to the bottom, which is the eyebrows and the eyes. The mouth stays the same for the 4 seconds because she's just smiling. For the eyebrows, we're going to get them both. We're not going to pre-comp them because for angry face, usually the eyebrows are not moving together. One of them is like a bit more down than the other, and they're just not moving together. But for the first 4 seconds, just select both of them, and we're going to hit P on our keyboard. Turn on the stopwatch, move in 2 seconds, and then based on the head movement, we can maybe get our move tool and just move them in like that. It's easier to use your cursor rather than this because you get to also change the X value than just one of them. Then they come back, align it with this, and then we can bring it this way So it's above her eye. We can make it even come down. So until then, it's like going up. She's shocked, and then she's bringing her head back. And then in the end, we can just bring it where they were, which I believe was around here. F9. And we just have our character being really happy. She's moving her eyebrows, moving her head slowly. And let me have a look. Okay, we're going to just get the head and everything. Let me bring back hair. No. Bring everything that's related to the head, except the neck. I'm going to just bring them down, perhaps. A few things down. And then I can delete the keyframes that I made right now for the eyebrows. Make sure you don't put them in. Alright, so I think it looks better right now. You could do that before you animate, but even if you did animate, you can just do what I just did. Alright, so the eyebrows are moving. We need to make her blink. And we've remembered how to make the thing blink. We can just first make a shape out of our eye layer. Delete the other two, we don't need them anymore. Get our rectangle tool, draw a rather long rectangle, one that can cover the eyes as well. I'm gonna match it with the tip of this eyeball. And then we're gonna hit R on our keyboard and just tilt it enough so it's equal, because she's not looking directly at the camera. You gotta also watch out for that. Remove the stroke. And we're going to add the set matte effect from the effects and presets and add it onto eye left outlines and eye right outlines. I'm just going to copy this, Control D, bring it on top of eye right. And where is, okay, eye right outlines, do that. So now if we were to just move both of these at the same time, hit P, turn on the stopwatch, maybe she blinks here. Then we can bring them above so they don't blink. I think we still need to rotate more, so just disable the position and hit R instead. And just rotate it enough so they stay like that. That could actually be because of the head movement, so just bring it back to, I believe, 3 degrees. And we're going to match this to the head. Let me just expand our thing. I'm going to call these blink right. It's the wrong word. Just so it's less confusing, always name your layers. Blink left. Alright, get the blinks and attach it to head so they move with the same movement and we don't have to change the rotation every time. And the eyes are already there, so it's all good. Let's go back, bring down this guy. Hit P, and we're going to just remove it, bring it back up first. Make sure you select both of the blinks. Bring them back up so they're not touching the eyes. Move in a few frames, maybe here. And then hit P. Turn on the stopwatch. 2 seconds, we're gonna bring this guy down. So you can see they're the same because we attached it to the head. Make sure you cover the eyes completely. And you want to make the blinking rather fast. And around here, right before the 4 seconds, I forgot to bring it up. Bring the blink layers back up and then go back here. Make a keyframe. Select these guys. Move in again and just drag them down, completely covering the eye. Go there and then bring it back up. So F9, all of those keyframes. can go back and have a look at our blinking. So now she's blinking more naturally. In the first lesson, we made it really slow because we need to just make sure that we understand the techniques and all. But when it comes to actual realistic animation, you want to make sure that you are making it as fast as someone would blink. Just look at a normal person, they wouldn't spend like 3 seconds closing their eyes when they're blinking. So that's why we have to make it rather quick. So it closes the eye, comes back up. There we are. And also make sure that your blinkings are not identical. Because again, the eye could blink really fast and then it could blink slow for another time. It's not uniform. We don't actually need the set matte. You can just go ahead and delete them. This was by accident. You don't need set matte. You just needed the rectangle layer and the track matte, which we set here. Alright, so we made her eyes move. We made that. We don't really need to do much, except I will move her back hair. We're not going to touch the top hair anymore. We're going to just move the back hair. Go in the beginning. The pin as well. Just make a lot of pins. Or actually, let's go for starch pins. Puppet starch pin tools, and we just want to go around the head because we don't want those parts to be squished or deformed. Make sure you come down to the ear as well. And then with the regular position, we're just going to make one pin here. Alright, so we're going to turn on the stopwatch and move in a few frames. Make one point here and another up there. And then as you can see, we're just moving it like that. The starch pin tools make sure that like these don't get distorted, which is important. When she comes forward, I'm matching it with this keyframe up here. We're going to just do this to the hair, just enough so it makes sense. So her hair comes down like this. And when she's moving back, again, get the other keyframe, align it. We're going to just move this guy backwards. Watch out for the little space here. Finally, it can just come to where it was. There we are. We can hit U on back hair and just get these four, not these starch pins, and hit F9. Let me hit N on my keyboard to close the workspace so we can get a looping playback. So her hair is moving and it looks good. Alright, so this is the regular smiling face. This is phase 1, but in the next 4 seconds, we're going to make her become worried first, like she heard something. She's listening to something right now. And then we're going to make her like shocked by what she heard and then make her angry because she's not happy with what she heard. So I'll see you guys in the next part where we're going to make her worried or shocked.